What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well, today. Wait, before I introduce my guest, my client, into the office, first I want to have a staff meeting with my subbies. So, excuse us for 2 minutes. First thing on my staff meeting is, guys, a couple of people asked me to stop the music during the video because it's too loud and it's corny. All right, well, enough said. The music is out until I'm able to fix it right. But for right now, it's out. Um, Someone asked me what is the name of my subbies, and at this point, I did talk about exposing the name once I got to 1,000 subs. But at the rate this is going, we let's just say I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all I'm between two names. It's either going to be staffers or psychos. So I'm between staffers and psychos. Now, when I say psychos, I don't mean it in a demeaning way. I'm just mean we out here just delivering this psychological information to the world. So you can leave a comment, staffers or psychos, but I'm gonna pick between them two of those names. I want to talk about the sub count. So the sub count is moving along. It's getting up there. My watch time is getting up there. So as long as I'm getting my subs and my numbers are growing, I'm going to keep bringing you this content. But if I feel like this, if you've watched 2 or more of my videos and you have giggled or kikied off of anything, or if you've learned something about mental illness and mental health, I feel like you should probably give me that sub. So yes, please don't forget to sub, like, dislike, watch my videos, and the more subs and watch hours I get, the more content I'm going to bring you. It's a lot going on in this brain. I can bring you a lot. All right, so looky. We have Miss B Love's Life in the building. Clap it up. Clap it up. This wasn't easy to get her here. She just got back from Miami. She was tired, but we already had this appointment scheduled. And she said, no matter what, she was coming in because she has a lot to talk about. As a matter of fact, we'll probably do this in parts, right? We'll probably do this in parts. First thing I want to do is give her a shout out for her outfit of the day. She came in today, fly as usual. She's got on a little bit of Louis. She's got on some Fendi, some Dolce and Gabbana. She's wearing some Yeezys. She's got a Birkin bag in my waiting room. Nate is out in the waiting room holding that Birkin. And she even got on a little bit of Champion wear. So she came in here, and when she came in, she looked at me and she said, "You could never." And I said, "You're right, I couldn't." I am featuring an Old Navy dress from 2019. So I said, "You're right, I could never." And then, not to be played down, but she came in here with that platinum crab, custom made platinum diamond encrusted crab chain. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. And I threw my little crab chain on too because, I ain't want to. But when you look at hers and mine, it's like, girl, why'd you even bother? So be love, be love, be love. For those of you who don't know, all of you probably know who she is, but she is a mukbanger, and she has been mukbanging, I'm going to say almost 5 years now. She has over 2 million subs. Watch my other videos. I've talked about her in other videos. I'll attach them to this video just so you can get the background. But why is she in here today? She's in here today because she wants to set the record straight about how she feels regarding her family members. Now, she said, first of all, if it wasn't for her, they would not even exist in the way that they do on YouTube. So she was just straight up with that, correct? She said they wouldn't even have the channels that they have had it not been for her. So I said, well, let's start with your siblings. How do you feel about your siblings? What's happening with them in their lives? What's happening, what we can see on YouTube? How do you feel about what's going on? Because you have not talked about it on your channel. And we go on your channel and we just be, when's she going to bring up so-and-so and so-and-so? And girl, you just sit there. Oh, I meant to tell you, I brought food this time, guys. I have a little fruit cup. So I'm gonna be eating while we talk. Because, you know, with the queen here, I had to bring some food. Okay, so let's start with your brother, Walter. Now, you have been very clear by saying Walter is your whole brother. Your whole brother. Your 1,000% brother. Y'all share the same mother, father, grew up in the same house. You had the same values. You have the same morals. You grew up the same house, blah, blah, blah. So you've been very clear about who Walter is. How do you feel about Walter's lifestyle and what he's been up to? She told me to tell y'all, Walter is a grown ass man. And he's going to do whatever he needs to do. She said she's sick of y'all talking about, why don't Blove just buy him a house, buy him an apartment, buy him a car. She said, no. I gave him the golden nugget. I gave him the start. It's on him to do that. Now, we all know family members like that. We all have family members like Walter. You can't give them too much because they ain't going to do nothing with it. You got to let them work on their own stuff, on their own time, because it's only going to aggravate you if you give them something. Give them a car, they'll tear it up. Give them an apartment, they'll get evicted. That's why she said she ain't giving him nothing. She gave him a phone and said, here's the YouTube game. Go make you some money. And that's what he's doing. So she said, basically, she's proud of her brother. And she is unbothered by all the shenanigans. I said, well, how do you feel about Sin City? This is Walter's ex-girlfriend. She took a long pause and she said, unbothered. First she said, who? Then she said, unbothered. Unbothered. Okay. Then I said, all right, well, let's go on to this new lady in his life, Nisha. I mean, it's about to be spring, you know. People are going to be doing a little more visiting. Everybody's got, you know, a lot of people are getting the vaccine. So I know you weren't comfortable with people coming in your house when we were, you know, in the midst of the pandemic. How do you feel about Nisha maybe coming to your home, visiting, blah, 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 getting to know her? And how do you feel about her? Her response was unbothered. Unbothered and unbothered again. And she's not planning on having any new visitors coming to her house. So that's on that. Then I said, well, how do you maintain being unbothered? Because a lot of us who deal with family members who bring in a lot of drama, we get all hyped up, we get anxious, we might get depressed. How do you keep yourself even, stable, not upset or anxious or angry or aggravated? How do you keep yourself chilled? She said, I just remain unbothered. She said, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't let their nonsense bother me. Then I said, now what about your half sister? Because you've been clear about that. Adrienne is your half sister. Half. Half. Y'all didn't grow up in the same house. Damn it, you only met her a few years ago. So you've been clear about that. How do you feel about her? Now, girl, I know you've been watching. I know you've been watching some of her videos. I don't know. I don't think you do. Do you? She said she don't watch that mess. And I said, well, how do you feel about her she put your name in her mouth. It could be negative, it could be positive. How do you feel about your half sister? She told me, unbothered times 10. Beyond unbothered. Not bothered in the least regarding her half sister. So I said, this has been so far, this has been a great piece of information that I think a lot of people could use this information. Let me end by saying that we're planning to have a session with Nate. Not today, because I was curious, and you brought it up too, how your family has been exposed to YouTube, but Nate has managed to keep his family off the radar. We don't know nothing about Nate's family. And what she said was, when her and Nate first decided that they was going to do YouTube, let me eat a little bit of something. They decided if they were going to talk about her family or Nate's family. So she said Nate's family is just as wacky as her. But they decided not to do that. Here, y'all. This is what you do for a mukbang. You want some? So she said what they decided to do was go with her family because she figured her family would be very entertaining. And she was absolutely correct. So part 2 is going to be Blove and Nate coming into the counseling office for a couples counseling session. And then we're going to try to get the boys in and have a family session. So stay tuned, guys. And we're going to bring in some more family members and get to the bottom of this very interesting family. As far as diagnosis goes, I don't have a diagnosis for Blove. She's very stable. She knows how to keep herself out of drama. She don't need any medication. I'm just going to tell her, keep being you, girl. Now, if you get another surgery, then I might have a diagnosis for you. You get one more surgery. And you get anything below your neck done, again, I'm going to have a diagnosis for you. But for right now, I'm going to leave you alone. And I'm going to thank you for coming in. So, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know, who do you want me to bring into my office and diagnose? Thank you, staffers or psychos.